assume we're back up.
Yeah, back up.
Like a deso.
Yay, we're back up.
Yes. My agi is currently like 180. He's dead for 50 more seconds. Hey, Quap. Quap, you've got there are 2 books in stock.
I have to give him a bottle of medicine. I forget what you buy.
22, you definitely use those.
It's something you buy, and then you can convert it into medicine.
Hi there. Get in, get spending, then get.
An ingest server is where you feed to Twitch, is how I understand it.
I mean, or any live stream server. It's basically where you're sending your signal. So
Right.
like, when you set up something in XSplit or OBS or whatever you use, you have to set an ingest. Otherwise, you're just sending it nowhere. So that doesn't actually necessarily need to be like that's an endpoint. There can be other types of servers that are ingest. Like if you're running special servers or something like that. Like we use something called elemental encoding, which is something like a server-based thing that then basically keeps our stuff stable. It's a lot more complicated than that, but basically it's just where you're sending the signal. Dr. Jones, I don't have a preference. I just use whatever's handy.
I've always used XSplit simply because it was the first thing I used.
Yeah.
And then when people were like, there's this free option, I was like, if it's free, it's shit. That's not true at all.
OBS totally is not shit.
No.
But XSplit does have a more visual interface to play around with.
Yeah. OBS is I think is usually lighter. It's considered a little bit lighter. So if you have like, yeah, like I think XSplit with its paid features has some more functionality.
So now I have to give up some of my garden space, which is a pain in the ass. But if I do it like this, I can plant this, and then I get to hire workers that will come in and take care of crap that I don't want to do.
That's handy.
I don't remember what this guy does. Nah.
AI for busy work. I'm all about it.
Yes. I will hire the one that waters things for me. Ooh, what are you? 3 daisy seeds for a partridge.
I mean, she's all
So if I just do
Arthur.
this...
Lunar Huntress says, ask Arthur how much a donation it would take him to expedite that sending me the Xbox we discussed.
several $1,000s.
Several $1,000s, Diana. That's someone we know. So that's not a like a random person.
My sister is
Yeah.
online. If you want another, if she's done trolling me in our extra live chat.
Diana Arthur wants to know if you want to play Dota.
I don't feel like that's soul crushing. It was close. We didn't get rolled over.
Ooh, it's a desert plant. Alright. An orange tree. So it's always worth growing a plant that's new for the first time because you always get experience for growing a new plant.
Debating your performance in the post game.
And then you can get more if you put the right fertilizer on
We
it.
have real opinions.
And it's not orange apparently. Nope, you can hear that little tink tink that tells you you'll hear a good sound if it's the right one. Nope. Or you can just buy the magical one that I think works for all of them. Nope, that one doesn't work either. The fuck does an orange tree want? Fuck. Okay.
Did you feel like it went okay? You wanted me to leave.
Huh. It's almost like the orange tree doesn't want anything. Well, just blew all that money. Let's see. Ask Arthur, blah, blah, blah. No, that's what's inflation. Why isn't Arthur on the couch enjoying the pinata action? Because Arthur doesn't like us. Matt's like, it's funny. Matt is not.
Bing bong.
Matt's
Arthur.
Matt's not on camera, but Matt's like 2.5 feet this way.
Matt's literally right here. If he leans over,
We've raised $1,776. Very patriotic.
Wow, nice. Awesome.
Let's see. Let
Thanks, everybody.
me catch up on donations real quick. Anonymous, $15. Been listening to the show for 5 or 6 years. Keep it up. And that's really it. That's all that's new. At least it's showing up.
if you want to donate, the link is right down below. Just look.
Or
down.
top center of the screen.
Or top center. But if you want to click a button, if you're too lazy to type.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, you kind of have to point that way. Anthony, you have to point that way to point it where it is on the screen. Point to your right. More to your right. There you go.
Thank you, Dr. Jones.
So you can also grow like weeds. So like that guy, if I want him in my garden, he requires me to grow a weed, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Because weeds will poison your pinatas. And they grow and they replant themselves automatically. But sometimes you have to strategically grow weeds.
Strategically grow weed.
Yeah. But if you don't watch, if you don't do it carefully, they will keep growing, keep spreading, and start killing all your pinatas. So you kind of have to have a watchful eye on them.
Is there like a pesticide for them?
No, you are the pesticide. Beat them to shit, or you can hire someone to kill them. But I actually need to grow this so that it grows the flower. And then the other problem with weeds is most plants, if they die, you get one back.
Mm-hmm.
So you get one seed per plant. But these grow twos, so they spread exponentially if you don't watch them.
The thunder?
Yeah, because it's raining. I think this thing has grown.
Smack that weed.
I kind of want to do this.
Alright, I'm gonna let it grow another one.
5 seconds, boss.
Because I need 2 thistle flowers.
What is Crispy gonna do? Do you want to take Quat mid and let James?
Oh, there's our bottle of medicine we needed. Oh, I gotta turn this torch off. Our pinatas keep setting themselves on fire on it. And then they get real sad. Come down, Bat. I can put you out if you just come down. Quit flying.
You think animals made of paper would know to stay away from fire?
Well, so I'll say this though. There are some plants in this game, or pinatas, that setting them on fire turns them into a new breed.
Right, of course there is. That's pretty cool. Like everything in the game ties into a system in one way or another.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
That guy has to eat garlic butter. I don't even know how to get that.
Everybody got Proposal?
Alright. Let's see. Super Hexagon? Alright. Fragcast asks, Matt, when are you going to stream Bust Out some Destiny 2 so I can hop on? It is Destiny 2 PC, if you're interested.
I'm playing it right now. I'm just not on the stream.
So you go in circles in this game as far as systems goes. Like, so see, I need to breed these, which now they just need to eat some pumpkin seeds and they'll be ready. And the reason I need to breed them is because to breed these foxes, they have to eat chickens.
Playing Destiny 2 on the stream right now, if it was me, it wouldn't be very interesting because I'm literally just bouncing back and forth between public events to level up super fast.
Mm-hmm.
That old chestnut.
And then once you've accomplished what they need to breed one time, you can just buy candy for them. and then you can breed them for just money afterwards instead of having to continually feed them piñatas if you don't want to be a barbarian. So this guy, I think, just ate the medicine? No. Once he eats the medicine, he'll turn into a good piñata instead of being a bad piñata. See, we'll get to watch him change here in a second. He eats the medicine, and then he turns into a cocoon. And then when he hatches, he'll no longer be a bad piñata, and I'll actually get a totem pole that'll allow me to scare off the bad piñatas. And it'll unlock the ability to recruit a second of the good piñatas.
Of the same type, or just...
Yeah. This is Viva Piñata 2.
30 seconds till go time.
Okay, so see, now that's what he looks like now that he's a good guy.
He still looks a little evil.
Yeah. Oh, so now these two are ready to get it on. So we can
Oh yeah.
breed
Come
some
on, Sluggles.
breed some chicken babies.
All right, let's do
I
this.
think you could actually rename them if you wanted to.
Yes.
Is it fucking time?
Yeah.
Fucking time.
Fucking time.
So you have to do this mini game, and they're always a little hard to control. But based on how you do,
How do they breed?
we'll determine if you have like twins or yeah.
Got all them shit.
Come and get me, she says. Or he says. Or it says.
Eating chips.
They.
I guess they're gender neutral. They say.
So they say, let's go back to our house.
It's banging time. It's time to get down and boogie woogie.
The thing is there's nothing in this game that punishes you for having them, like, you're like, Cluckles 1 and 2 make Cluckles 3, Cluckles 3 and 1, get it on. Like, technically no one gets it on in this game.
They do the
They,
dance.
they do a dance.
They dance.
Oh, hey.
I get it.
So I got an award for having this guy visit.
No.
So now he just needs to come over and eat blueberry seeds. Oh, this motherfucker's gonna kill our crow. And we just got our crow.
Keep it from killing things?
No,
You can't like smack him.
no. I think eventually you get something that can stop him. But he's literally there just to be a nuisance. I need this guy to eat. Okay, so he ate one blueberry so far. Eat more. Eat them. Eat them. A romancing problem. Okay, I think someone was just in the way briefly of what was trying to romance. Maybe the sprinkling can't get through. So the sprinkling wants work. So now they do their dance. You only have to watch it the first time. You have to remember that this game, although its systems are really deep and complex, this was a game made for children. And it was made with a tie-in cartoon.
Yeah.
But then the game was way too hard for most children. There is a two-player mode where you can give limited permissions to second player, so that they can't like beat piñatas to death when you're not watching.
The weird thing is, like, you say it's too hard, that being too hard for kids. But then I think about, like, you know, how my little brother was 18 years ago last Pokemon, you know, or like,
That's true.
10,
It's
12
just
years ago with
it's just
Pokemon.
deciphering what all these things. Actually, you know, I guess that's not fair because I've seen kids, children of people I work with, and their kids are playing stuff like Astroneer and just figuring it all out.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a pinata that scares him away, or you can bribe him.
I probably, you know what it probably is? I probably have to get a lion or something like that. Like, it has to be one of the high level piñatas.
Lamaninos?
Oh, so a rhinoceros. Limenoceros.
Lamnoceros.
Limoceros. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty high level piñata.
Yeah, so like level 38 or something?
Yeah, and I'm only level 22. So. Oh shit. What up?
Ooh, he's so colorful. Or they're so colorful.
And see, eventually you can't even stop. Like, these fucking worms just keep becoming residents, and I don't even want them anymore. Just won't go away. But if you know how to grind experience in this game, it can go real fast.
I want to see some AGDQ runs of this game.
There probably are. Like, if you know the, like, optimal paths
Yeah.
for leveling guys up and stuff, you could totally do it. The Cluckles are just waiting on our new Cluckles to hatch.
Cuckaloo.
There's even crazy stuff. In this game. Why can't she get out there here? Okay. There's crazy stuff in this game where, like, eventually, if you make a mine, you can send a guy to work a mine, and it just gives you a little bit of money here and there. But eventually, that mine might actually result in an egg. And the miner will be like, I don't even know what this is. We found it. It seems ancient. And then I didn't know what to do with the egg.
You get a dragon.
And then, yes, you get a dragon.
Oh, really?
No, you do.
That's awesome.
Literally. And but the eggs, but it's like normally the egg has to have a place to go, so it hatches on a nest and stuff. And they're like, we don't know what to do. And I was like, I have a chicken. And I just told the chicken go to the egg, and then it sat on it until it hatched, and then it hatched into a gigantic fucking dragon.
Dude, that's great.
Just like one time I bred a pig. I saw this building that was like a pig with wings, and I was like, wait, how do I get a pig with wings? And I had a pig and a swan. I think you have to feed them booze or something like that, and then they breed. And then they make this like Hunchback of Notre Dame baby with like misshapen legs and stuff. It's fucked up though, because all the other piñata attack it if it gets close to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's so fucked up.
they treat it like a mutant. So when you make a baby, they come out and there's these little things. They hang out as little babies for a
I
bit.
think that he would probably
And
show you
Can you
the
rename him?
monkeys.
Yeah, you can rename anything.
Can you rename that?
And when you breed them too, they get a tag that's your tag. So if I were to that little tag that's hanging off them, whereas when they're wild, they just have a blank tag. So your piñatas, when you first get them, you have that option to like personalize them. But basically, I'm just breeding these new chickens so that they can be eaten by the foxes. So it's kind of sad in a sense. But yeah.
Sorry, I was jumping.
I mapped jump to my mouse buttons.
Oh, your mouse buttons.
Not jump and crouch are both of my mouse buttons for Destiny.
Yeah,
I have crouch on my pinky and I have daily on my thumb button.
And if they ever are inside, you can go inside and look and see what are they doing in their house. Oh, they're just hanging out.
Whoa, it's super high frame rate in their house.
Yeah, I think it basically just loops like a video.
They're just fucking screaming at each other.
But they're such good art. 2 mushrooms. How do I even get mushrooms?
Faceless is trying to get me for Chronicles.
Eventually, as you level up, you'll unlock new things that you can grow for the first time, and then you'll just see them as question marks. But I think I've grown everything at this point, so... No, I know. It's sad that I know exactly what it was, though. But yeah. Viva Pinata. Still adorable and precious. I wish Rare would get to make another one. They're too busy making games about pirates.
Don't have that TV show tie-in money.
Yeah, I don't think Viva Pinata... I mean, honestly, I don't think Viva Pinata ever did well. It was always a really cool idea, really unique, really cute, but most people just did not care.
This'll come in handy.
So I'll have to switch over to
Dota.
Doters.
Arthur, do you want to show your Dota stream for a bit?
James will play some Doters with you.
Well, no, he's already playing with people.
Well, I figured when that game was done.
I was gonna take the midday nap so I can stay up later.
Let me see.
I'm definitely gonna need a nap since I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. I can't be up for a whole other night.
I feel like we've probably shown all the Viva Pinata people can take. The sad thing is that if someone said for the next 38 hours you just had to play Viva Pinata, I'd be like, don't worry, I got this.
I get that.
Real quick, hand me that one. Yeah. I brought basically all of my Wii and Xbox 360 games.
Give me the controller.
Yeah. I was just gonna look and see if we wanted to check out some things that's like some backwards compatible
Entire
shit.
buildings are fortified. Protect your top tower.
Like if anyone had Left 4 Dead. We got every Gears, we got every Halo. We got Space
I can tell
Marine.
you've done this before. Your top tower's in trouble.
Overlord, excellent game.
Right back.
Which do we have?
Dead Space.
This Arthur has installed.
Brothers in Arms.
He had Diablo installed.
You can play some Fortnite Battle Royale. Let's see some Medusa plays. I know.
Worthy tribute.
Oh, DD room on. Let me grab it, yeah. And then let's go mid and knock that tower down.
Protect your middle tower.
Do I own this?
Yeah, they're thinking about it.
Nope.
Yeah, you want to do some time? Okay. We got some Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, Lost Planet. Basically, my entire Xbox 360 libraries are... No, I'm going to keep putting this on you. Oh, hey. If you wanted to play it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's it. Sorry, Titanfall 1.
Oh.
Lane 2.
All my PS4 discs are here too, so...
Diablo.
I should have brought my Disney Infinity models with me. That game is actually really goddamn good. But probably not the best to stream. It's like Viva Pinata. Super fun. Probably not the best to stream. I really would like to show people Dead Space Extraction at some point, though. That game, if you look at it, it is surprisingly good looking for a Wii game. Like the stuff they were doing with faces and stuff like that. That was some top-notch visceral shit, man.
Sad face.
I know what you're talking about. They're doing great. They're fine.
They're fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I think I'm on the couch for a bit, Matt.
Do I want to sit on the couch for a bit?
Yeah. We need some chat.
I do.
That. My bad.
The enemy just denied their middle tower.
I really like the way that this that Titanfall's matchmaking works. Is that
The enemy's
you don't
top
just
tower
choose
is
like
undenied.
a single hopper. You can choose multiple hoppers at the same time, and it will like throw you in all of them and see whoever comes up first. Mainly that means attrition, but that's totally fine.
Where's this cable at?
Oh, I may have never actually brought it.
Dominating.
Sorry. I mean, if we can use chat on your thing, I'll just close
Oh
it.
yeah. It's all hooked up.
Protect your bottom
Sook, is that aw, he's back, or is that aw, he's back? I can't quite tell.
It's up to you to figure that one out.
Aw,
Yeah.
yeah.
Big says you like Titanfall 2 a lot, but the multiplayer menu was so awful you can only play a couple rounds.
Glad you guys can handle this. I gotta go. Real quick.
Okay, alright.
Oh God, Arthur uses inverted. What?
I was just off frame.
What? Why is this?
Are you inverted?
No, Arthur plays softball.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God, Arthur, this is so weird.
Southpaw takes a lot of getting used to.
Don't kink shame me.
Don't kink shame you.
Right, okay. How do I inverted? Okay. So
Well, Henry Mark V dropping the codes in the chat.
Diana, get that bounty room.
all right. Oh God, it's a little too high.
This'll come in
Sean
handy.
Parker's old man Matt cramping our style. Exactly. That's why I'm here. I'm here to cramp the style of these millennials. Them and their avocado toast and school loans.
Don't shit on avocado toast. That shit's delicious.
I fucking love avocado toast, man.
God, this game just
Probably because I love avocados in general. This game just feels what?
feels good.
Man. It looks really good too.
Yeah.
Does it have an Xbox One X update?
Yes, it does.
Kind of thought so.
That game occasionally runs at 6K.
Occasionally runs at 6K? Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, Dr. Jones, I know you're old too. We're old men together.
So my favorite thing about this is that like most people are like literally just do that. They just sit in corners and they're like, oh, how do you win? I'm like, you just move very fucking fast. Play it like Quake.
Don't play it like
So let's fight.
don't play it like Gears or something.
Don't play it like, I don't know, like CSGO or whatever. Just like, I mean, you're given mobility. Use your mobility.
Right, exactly.
There, on top of someone.
Yeah, Calamity. If I didn't have to deal with clients and look all presentable and adult, I'd probably still have the Hihachi hair. Kaboo God says sick grapple moves, James.
Thank you.
Now you're just showing off.
Alright, so let's see if we can do the like latch onto someone.
Alon, I am 41.
Your middle tower's
I will be 42 in January.
Your middle tower's
Doesn't have the grapple.
I think you're winning. Your middle tower.
Are amped weapons more damage, or do they have other
Yeah.
abilities?
Yeah, they're just more damage.
I played so much Titanfall 1, and I played no Titanfall 2. I feel bad.
What the hell is that? Ah.
Maybe calm the fact that you had codes to give away and you gave them away to people. That's all that really matters. So, Matt, do you miss the Atari? Tell me what the old days were like. Actually, I don't miss the Atari. We got an Atari 2600 when I was a kid, and the entire time we had it, I honestly thought it kind of sucked. Because it was a big thing with my brother, my older brother, and my dad and I to go to the arcade all the time, and I would always come home jazzed to play video games, and I'd turn on the Atari and go, ugh. I was always disappointed in it. And if you go back and play old Atari games, how many of them were all that good? That's why there haven't been very many Atari revivals. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Knowledge. I've got nothing on Jeff Green.
Faceless is behind us.
That guy's been. That guy was our one-up dad back in the day. Spoon Twitch tempted on picking up an Xbox One, but is planning on picking up a new GPU since most of my games are on PC. That's definitely an appropriate consideration. I mean, like the Xbox One X offers a lot of really beautiful stuff, but if you're a big PC gamer, I think you're probably better spending that money on a GPU.
You just made yourself a target.
Hey, Wallace bought the Intellivision collection on GameCube and it sucked. Yeah, I had a friend that had an Intellivision, and we went over to his house and played it, and it was a novelty because you know it was one of the first of the kind, but like I never remember having that much fun with it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rogers. It was basically the
Your top tower's
8-bit consoles that made playing games at home totally viable.
I still don't. It's still hard to go back to a lot of those games, though.
It is hard to go back to a lot of those games, yeah.
What's the carry item on?
That's a Titan.
Yeah. That's actually a...
Like what's
What do you hit me with?
I'm 24 and our first system, Suk says I'm 24 and our first system was an N64, and my mom buys all the Atari revivals and I'm like, let it go, Mom.
I mean, they're very simple, so that one thing they did have going was they were very approachable with like one-button games, basically.
Definitely. And things like combat always have a place, you know, where it's like all the different maps and like two tanks firing at each other, a couple different modes, you know, like combat was basically, you know, just a really good take on a bunch of mini games.
A lot of old Atari games were like the first party games in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Oh man, I was right on board with the rest of the nation though when we got Pac-Man. I was so excited for Pac-Man, and the Atari Pac-Man was fucking terrible.
Not great. But like, I was listening to an interview with Nolan Bushnell on this NPR show called How He Built This, and he was talking about how Pong basically like changed dating for a lot of people. Because they would, instead of saying, hey, buy me a drink, they'd be like, hey, let's play a game of Pong, because you just sit at these bar tables together and
Yeah.
play these games.
Yeah, the that was even before my time, but there, you know, when arcade games, when Pong first hit, it was intended as adult entertainment. It was intended to go into bars, not in
The
like,
first one I think he
kids'
sold
arcades.
was in a bar at Stanford.
That makes perfect sense.
Arthur's left stick is like super loose.
You just made yourself a target.
See, like how,
Your middle tower's in trouble.
like this, I'm like, this shouldn't move the stick at all, and it's like jerking it around. Or like, look at that.
Oh wow,
So,
couldn't that be tightened up?
I don't know on that.
Or could it be because when we turned on the controller, we were holding it slightly, so it's off. You know, like how that used to happen, like when you first turned
Does
the
that still
360 controller.
I
I don't know. In the Xbox 360, it did.
God, it's hard.
It would have the zeroing wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Aeon says Americans didn't really have the Spectrum, did they? No, we didn't have the Spectrum. The Spectrum ZX. We did not have that one.
Only weird computer nerds imported a Spectrum.
Yep.
Bottom tower's under attack.
I've never actually played any Spectrum games. I don't even know if they're any good.
They're real bad.
Really?
Mega kill.
Mine's over there if you wanted to grab it and hook it up.
Bottom tower's under attack.
Not modern. I already
I
have a
brought mine as
Destiny
well.
2 clan, but thank you for offering. Being in a larger clan is like really valuable in Destiny because you'll just like log in and you'll be like, oh, somebody already beat the Nightfall this week. Somebody beat multiplayer challenges this week. Thank you for the engrams.
The enemy's top tower just got destroyed.
Spoon Twitch says, this is more a question, I guess, for those of you who have Switches, because I don't. Have you guys noticed more battery usage when playing SMO on the Super Mario? On the Switch while in portable mode, I noticed it sucks way more battery on the go compared to Zelda.
I don't play it portable.
I do, but I don't quite know.
Zelda murdered battery life too. Zelda was practically like 1% to 0.5% per minute.
Oh yeah, so Tetris definitely swept the whole nation when it came out. It was a
Yeah, my mom played
a
Tetris.
fucking cultural event. It was the first time I think that it, like, you know, everybody knew Pac-Man and stuff like that, but Tetris was the first truly, I think, really mainstream game.
Not to mention Tetris was Pac-Man was like popular here in Japan. Tetris was worldwide.
Yeah, yeah.
Not what I want.
I mean, even in the Soviet Union, people were getting down on Tetris.
Yep.
And the sad thing is that guy made almost no money off of it. Why don't you switch?
I'll do after.
Frog put out in honor of old man Matt, the Atari Vault. There is one letter missing, and the letter is the amount of decades that Matt has been alive. That's a good code.
2? It's only missing one number?
Yeah, he said the missing letter is the amount of decades Matt has been alive.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's only missing one number.
Oh, huh. I have not been alive for double-digit decades.
One can hope.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope by the time that I'm that old, like, we've figured out some aging stuff so I can live a little longer.
For sure. They're like, oh, your kidneys are failing, but don't worry. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day when my rat was having all those problems, or my fiance's rat was having all those problems. That I was like, man, I just think of those episodes of Star Trek. There's like some where like they're like, oh, your dog's in trouble. It's like the weird, like Enterprise had a dog on board, and they would just be like, nah, it's cool.
I forget about that.
You don't have to worry about the fact that your beagle is having medical problems because of fucking course. We just go blah, 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 and he's fine.
Right.
I was thinking about that. I was like, if my rat's having kidney issues, you know.
It's like, here's some medicine to maybe get comforted a little.
Right.
Otherwise, it's probably dead.
Like, it would not be this thing where me and my fiance are crying about it. It'd just be like, hey, can you just wave your fucking beam gun over it
Yeah.
so his kidneys go de-age like 10 years, please? Like,
Yep.
or can you just grow some new kidneys real quick? Or 3D print kidneys for it real quick? I don't know.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Oof.
Alright, yeah, this is almost impossible to play.
We'll switch real quick.
Yeah.
Don't. You keep saying yeah, and then you keep complaining, and then you keep staying with it.
No, how I do things. Yeah, just look at like the way that like this wiggles.
Yeah.
Like it's
Keeping
so
that together.
like it
Seriously.
shouldn't be like that much drift
Sure.
on it, pretty much.
Well, could it be that Arthur's also fucked with the dead zones? Because you can do that, right?
Oh, your stick has like drift on it, or your right stick. And it might be the dead zone profile, but it's also like
Yeah.
Aw. Ryan, Enterprise was the only Star Trek you like. Aw. Man, we can't be friends anymore.
Enterprise was watchable. That's what I could say about Enterprise. And it had, like, in my opinion, it had, like, 2 great episodes. And then outside of those, it was watchable. And there was definitely a bunch of
couldn't-
eye-rolling episodes.
Yeah, I couldn't get past the
You bottom tower.
what was the Vulcan on the show? Like the
T'Pol.
T'Pol, yeah, like the most sexualized Vulcan ever. Like, it frustrated me all the time when they were like, hey, look at the Vulcan's boobs.
Look, we put her in a bodysuit. They were like, it worked for Voyager. Put this woman in a bodysuit.
Right, and then like the very first episode, they have her and like one of the other crew members like, you know, like slicking themselves up with decontamination goo in their underwear, you know. Fuck me. And it's like and I felt like Enterprise really divorced itself from a lot of stuff that just really makes.
My biggest problem with Enterprise, it's the same complaint I had about Voyager, and it's a similar complaint I've heard about Discovery, although I haven't seen Discovery, is that they set up the first couple of episodes to have some really interesting conceits that are going to make it very different, and then within like 3 episodes they wash it all away.
Right.
So Enterprise was like, hey, we don't have shielding. Hey, we don't have real phasers. And then by like episode 4 they have shields and phasers. or in Voyager when they're like, hey, we don't have very much food.
Right.
So we're going to have to actually go down to planets and harvest it. And then by like episode 6 they're like, nah, just replicate everything.
Right. Yep. Yep. But yeah, Calamity says I think it deserved another season. They finally got their shit together over the last one. Now, see, I never finished the one season that exists because I just couldn't take it.
This'll come in
Or is it 1 or 2 seasons? of
Enterprise, I think it's like 2. I think it's like 3 or 4, honestly.
Oh, really?
It's a lot. And like I said, there was 1 or 2 episodes that were good because it's pre Prime Directive, and so you can see that there are episodes that are literally like, this is why the Prime Directive ended up being made.
Right.
But
no, Extra Life did not start for Rebel FM. That's the power we have over culture.
yeah, Extra Life started for us who raises 1/1000th of what Extra Life actually generates every year.
Yeah.
If anything, it'd be a place like Giant Bomb.
Right, yeah, exactly. If somebody told me Giant Bomb initially started it and I didn't actually know that they didn't, I would totally believe it.
I mean, Giant Bomb also does they also do it over like 6 days or something like that.
Mm.
So
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're good, man. They're good at what they do. Yeah, DS9 was when they first really leaned on continuous arcs, but I like that they would still insert like the single hit episodes in between, like the
yeah,
arc
this one's about
episodes.
Quark, just this weird Quark
Right,
one-off.
right.
And then, but there might even be a callback to that Quark one-off like a season later.
Right.
But yeah, other than they would do like 5 episodes, and that would be interesting, like because at the time the Next Generation, at the most they had like a 3-parter like once,
Right.
and then other than that it was 2-parters, and that was usually between seasons.
Yeah, season finales.
But they would never have a like 5-episode callback or something like that.
And Voyager was in between the two. Like it had some like 3-episode things. And
Right,
then it
and
had some
season-long callbacks.
Yeah, it had a callback. Like it
We're
would have,
fighting whatever species, whatever was.
Right.
What was that? Like it was like some species the Borg had, you know, that weird alien
Right.
species was always coming after him.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, that's what made Deep Space Nine so special. They assumed you weren't stupid.
Yeah. You guys should have a live RFM for the stream. Yeah, except we just did an episode on Thursday, so we already talked about everything.
Today I played some Viva Pinata.
Yeah. I played some more Destiny on PC.
I played some Battlegrounds.
Now I want you guys to play Bridge Crew. Oh, I want to play that so bad. I've still never played Bridge Crew. I would love it.
The first
Anthony and I sort of did an RFM stream a
At
couple
my
weeks
house.
ago. Yeah.
The videos on demand's on my channel.
Yeah, it was just a VOD. Yeah, it was just the two of us while James and Arthur were gone. Is that your Pro controller?
Yeah. So feel like that stick.
Was mine
Ver-
tripped?
yeah. Versus that stick.
James's? Arthur's. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a big difference.
Yeah. It's
You could just
Arthur, you play too many video games.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I have so many?
No, because your stick is loose on your Pro controller.
I definitely broke a couple 360 controllers during my days of press, just from wearing them out.
Yeah. Becomes wondering, Chuff, what's one thing you wish they would add to Battlegrounds to make it better for you?
Delete the Mini 14. Or I would say if they really wanted to make the Mini 14 better, it should have a much greater kick than it does.
Is the Mini 14 the Uzi?
No, the Mini 14 is the sniper rifle that shoots the same rounds as an M16.
Oh.
But it is literally better than the M16 in every way, currently.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It has less kick,
Mhm.
it does more damage, it has a higher muzzle velocity, so it drops way slower. You can shoot it faster. The only difference is that it doesn't have a burst mode fire, which I never use in the M16 anyways.
Right. Right.
And it only has 20 rounds instead of 30
Huh.
at the start. So, to me, I'm just like, that gun needs to be nerfed. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I always felt that way. They've made the spawn of it super heavy, but I always see the pro guys talking about how they don't even pick it up a lot of times unless they have to because they know it's going to get nerfed.
Oh, really?
And it's not worth
They
learning.
don't want to practice.
They don't want
with
to
it.
learn with it when
Interesting.
they feel like it has to get nerfed.
don't rely on something that you know is is overpowered.
Right.
So
It's fine. It's fine
It's-
for pubs,
it's-
but yeah.
Might develop bad habits.
it's not that it's a bad weapon. It's just that right now it's a little too good.
Right.
And so I don't like that it basically nullifies the need for an M16. What bothers me about it being super accurate the way it is too is it's a fold out stock. It's like a fold out metal stock. So even in the world of their lore and stuff, like it would make more sense to me if it could have a stock attachment and then it became super accurate. Sure. But like with the default little stock attachment, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. So you're just basically one fix you were saying was to just have a lot more recoil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go top and
Yeah.
five.
I can see that.
Versus MKB before I fight again.
Or I just want to see more. They have a bunch of. There's so many weapons they could add to that game. So. But I honestly, the biggest thing they could add at this point would be moddable, like mods. I think would be fun. It would add a lot of variety to the game at this point and
Yeah.
inject some health because that game actually, for the first time since its
This'll come in
release,
handy.
has gone down in concurrence in the United States.
Hmm.
It is now dropping.
I mean, that was going to be inevitable.
Totally. But it's been on nothing but a growth, and now its players have dripped back down.
Yeah.
But only in America. Overall, its concurrents worldwide have done nothing but go up.
Right.
But it's that in America it's done this, and in China it's just gone straight up.
Right.
So
I mean, like,
Just nuke their own middle
as
tower.
soon as that game started to get popular, you just knew that it was going to be like it was going to basically kill all Chinese productivity.
yes,
Can we do some damage on this?
yeah, that game is super popular. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and when I say its concurrents have gone down for the first time, it's like, oh, it's still doing like 800,000 in America alone. It's like something fucking crazy.
Right.
So,
Oh man, Sook, I love Stardew Valley. That game's fucking great.
like to put that in perspective, Warframe sent out a press release because they were like, we hit 120,000 concurrents, which they've never done before. That's fucking crazy. You know, Battlegrounds hitting like 800,000 is beyond
Mind-blowing,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that it's gone down and still be at 800,000.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was over
Yeah.
a million for a while.
Right.
So,
Dude.
Killing spree. 2 down.
do you think the drop in America is due to the release schedule of games? For sure. People have switched off because they're checking out Wolfenstein, Mario, blah, blah. But I also think that it's just a matter of the fact that it's been out since March. And some people, you know, I think it'll see a really big influx when they're like, here's the new map.
Right, here's the new map, and then...
The Clamber stuff, too.
Yeah, and the console players.
Oh,
are
yeah,
gonna,
well,
like-
and the console will send it skyrocketing again.
Temporary invulnerability.
So.
Dark side.
And then after like a year from now, it'll get another influx when they do PS4.
Yeah.
Like, and then in a year from that, it'll get another influx when they do Switch.
Yeah.
They won't ever do Switch.
Oh, really? I
don't
just
think so.
assumed maybe they'd announced it or something. The way that you said it, I was like, oh, okay.
I don't think I don't think they could, but I'm no engineer. I also would have told you there's no way Wolfenstein could ever be on the Switch, so or Doom for that matter.
Right.
So I don't know.
Skyrim kind of made sense when they announced it.
Yeah, the whole Skyrim thing actually made me think that the reason they were doing that is because they were planning on doing like a Android iOS release of Skyrim or something.
Sean Parker says, I don't have time for Stardew. As Arthur once put it, I've been spoken for. Yeah. It's a hell of a time commitment. But the good thing about it is that, like, you really can feel like you're always making progress, even if you're only playing for, like, you know, an hour every other day.
Yeah, I would say I don't have time for Stardew either, but I've put like 400 hours into Battlegrounds, so that's not a valid excuse.
Well, you don't have time for Stardew because you're playing Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Man, the grapple's so awesome.
Yeah, it is the coolest thing about this game, by far.
I mean, it's the reason it's so good too is like that's what I liked about Quake 2 at the
Your
time.
top towers.
Was the grappling hook in Quake 2 was really fun.
Man, you can, and the way that, like, in this game, you can fire it anywhere and use its momentum in different ways.
Like, yeah.
Let go early and
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
jump mid swing.
Right. And is that mid swing? Does that count as your double jump, or can you jump twice?
Let's see.
That's
It's
the double
single
jump. Okay.
So it's jump, swing.
Jump, swing, jump.
Yeah, I wonder if it.
yeah, it's too bad that this game didn't sell better.
Yeah.
I would love to see a third one, and it's not impossible, but it's not a guarantee. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I think this game has had kind of a steady supply of players. which is good for it.
Well, yeah, and EA could always use it as part of EA access to further influx people.
It may already be in it early. Yeah.
Yeah, it may. I don't know.
You lost your bottom tower.
I know the world is gray. Hey, nerd! Thanks for subscribing to Chuff's channel.
That's Eric, a longtime friend of ours.
In there.
Yeah.
Fresh Dagger says I stopped Stardew after I tried fishing. Yeah, fishing is a
Tedious
that's a
or
deep
what?
dark. No, it's just a deep dark hole that you can go down trying to like to collect everything. And like it depends on like where you are and time of day and like all of those kinds of things.
I got really into fishing in the original EverQuest, which was location based, and so you had to travel to different parts of the world. And
Yep. Yep. Sue says he just got his mail just arrived and he's gonna mod his Switch Atomic Purple.
yeah, it's like where you like do it with like see-through casing, I think.
Is that how it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that people were modding it.
Yeah, you basically, well, you just like unscrew, like you're taking off the body chassis pieces and putting new plastic pieces to house all the guts.
Oh, cool.
Rashawn's down. Dyer's down.
Harry says, Stardew just made me want to play Minecraft, so I quit and started playing Minecraft. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it definitely fills that same vibe that, like, gather resources, build so you can gather more resources so you can build more.
Yeah, the nice thing about Stardew though is it has very clear quests and
It does.
like
Has a lot of...
you have direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Minecraft, you have to decide your direction a lot of
Right.
times.
And, the dungeons that you can go down it's a deliberate design in the floors that you go down, even though that when you get to the 8th floor, it's going to be like this, even though it'll be randomized every time you go down, you know what the 8th floor is. So, it has that sort of like roguelike dungeon experience. And I think that they've tried to do that kind of thing with Minecraft where you go into the tunnels and like there's a lot of different things in the tunnels now, but you're never going to be able to, I think, get that same sort of roguelike feel that you can in Stardew Valley.
The enemy's middle tower is gone.
Harry Seward, thanks for the 1,000 bits. But I will say, later on I'll donate $10. Today
The enemy's middle
is all about Extra Life. So
Yeah.
so you should make your donations to the channel, the stream URL that's up dead center above the little HUD you see, 260 versus 271.
If I point that way.
That way.
Yeah.
So it's over there above the score.
Yeah.
That's where you should make your donations to.
Yeah, it's benefiting UCSF Children's Benioff Hospital. And, yeah. Money for the kids.
I mean, toys for the kids.
Well, yeah, toys for the kids. Money for the organization to buy toys for the kids.
We're not giving money to children and be like, yo.
But
I
the awesome
mean-
thing is it basically makes an amazing Christmas.
Yeah, for a lot of terminally ill and very ill children that are stuck in hospitals for months at a time.
This'll come in handy.
Wait, is there an Adam Jensen voice pack for this game, or is some delinquent playing Dota in the background?
Arthur's playing Dota in the background.
Arthur's playing Dota on the streaming PC. So it's like you're actually hearing two games audio at once.
And I didn't know he had the Adam Jensen backpack.
Me either. There is one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I just thought he meant that there's like the voice actor did some stuff in Dota. I didn't realize there was a voice pack.
Diamond Chuck, I re-upped my Prime subscription. How many sick kids will you save for that? You know what? I'll just make a donation later on.
Here it says, as a former UCSF employee, it's a good hospital that does a lot of really great work. Yeah, that's what I've heard from everybody in this area, the doctors that we go to there, because my wife has a lot of doctors at UCSF, and anybody that I know that's actually partaken of their services has nothing but good things to say about it.
UCSF is where my dad got his cancer treatment.
Yeah.
So
I will say that the doctors are great. Their admin staff sometimes leaves something to be desired. They get things wrong a lot, and they don't return calls and things like that when they're supposed to, and they don't pass things along to the doctors.
where?
We've run into that a lot. At UCSF, like the doctors will be fantastic, but the admin staff can be hit or miss.
Oh, yeah. My dad had really good luck. I mean, he went there because he had one doctor that he was going to more locally where he lives, which is not the Bay Area, that was like basically telling him, let's just wait and see on all this stuff. And then he went to the UCSF doctors, and they were like, we should absolutely not wait and see on this. So those guys definitely helped him a lot.
Good. Booyah. Extra Life just roams the halls of hospitals throwing plastic grocery bags full of dollar bills at kids.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
They just hand out prepaid Visa credit cards and an Amazon login.
Right. Arthur, play Doki Doki Literature Club. Maybe during. Arthur says donate a bunch of money and he'll do it.
Later on, when we stream some Battlegrounds, we'll probably set up my laptop, and then hopefully we have a wireless keyboard and mouse. Cause man, I tried to play that game with a keyboard earlier. That is a game not made for keyboard. I tried to play with a controller. That is not a keyboard made for controller yet. It's
not a game made for controller yet.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they've always said that the controller support right now is preliminary.
Oh, of course. Like, I'm not saying it's.
Did you just grapple to a zip line?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it just went backwards. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I think you're winning.
Yeah, one thing I was thinking about we could try for future Extra Lives is some sort of like milestone goals. I've noticed the Kind of Funny guys do it where they like, if we hit this much money, Greg is dyeing his hair blue.
Right.
Stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying we gotta dye our hair, but just milestone goals are an interesting idea.
When you don't have any hair to dye, that's a hard one to commit to. But I get it.
We'll dye your skin.
Yeah, get those Doki Doki dollars flowing. Seriously.
Control Hour should be getting Arthur to play League of Legends. I don't think Arthur would hate League of Legends. It would just be, it would be a challenge to adjust.
Yeah, for sure. Do we have our donations up anywhere?
My iPad is charging. Let me see.
Pull it up in there.
Now's not a good time to attack the dire.
Okay. Anonymous donated $5. Anonymous donated $50. Terry R said, good luck with the fundraiser and heartfelt thanks for you all doing this. You guys are the best. Love the show and appreciate every hour spent sharing your thoughts and time over the years. Terry from PDX. I don't even know what she donated, though. Maybe it's one of those anonymous ones. Sean Parker, $1. Andrew Farr, $16.
Thanks, Andrew.
And then that's it. We're caught up. We're now at 1843.
Nice.
So, not bad for the time.
Yeah. That's like what? 40%?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps asking, is Adam Jensen in this game?
I should have done the Rick and Morty announcer pack.
The Rick and Morty announcer pack, yeah.
Ray Rick. I'm going to disconnect for a second and select the Rick and Morty pack because I'm dead for 40 more seconds.
I didn't know you could disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
$2,000, Matt shaves his head, yeah. If we hit $2,000, I promise I'll go bald.
Crispy was so busy fucking around.
Scalp tattoos. Yeah, no thanks. That sounds like it would hurt.
I guess
That would be extremely painful.
Yes.
Ooh. There's a dude around here somewhere.
The refusal was great though. It's fun hitting everything.
Every dollar matters. Speaking of which.
Well, Sean said $1 screw that guy because he was
I know,
donated
I
a
know,
dollar.
I
Yeah.
I just don't want him to feel like there's anything wrong with that.
No, man, it's great. Like, people that donate whatever they can for a good cause should always feel good about it.
Double damage.
Titan's almost ready. Oh, I thought you had him. It didn't look like he was facing you when you were shooting him, but I guess he was.
I got extra life. I just see. Don't make a donation, but not to anyone. There we go. Let me find Rebel Con. Wait, actually, I can just enter in our tiny URL.
How much did you guys? How much to get you guys to play through the slog at the end of Shadow of War? That ending was disappointing. Well, I haven't beaten it, so I
You'd
don't
have to pay a shit ton more because we'd have to get there first.
Fuck you!
You alright, Arthur?
I just killed 3 people with 100 health.
Dodo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Arthur just yelling, fuck you!
You're such a piece of shit. I guess I have to buy a heart. Who was it?
So, would you ever not want to go with the kit that has the grappling hook?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I like the grappling hook way too much. I mean,
Yeah.
the speed boost is fun, but like, whatever. Gotta go fast.
Seems like the grappling hook is just so useful compared to like everything else.
Silent as a snake.
Classic Chris Reed.
Someone needs to update the James hologram drivers, probably because the camera's like, you know, because the video feed like loses some frames every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Let's stop. So our screen doesn't look like shit.
Stim lets you run and jump twice, and fast far. Yeah, I mean, I get that. It makes you move faster and further.
I just like the like being able to like change directions with.
With the grappling hook in the middle of a jump, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, you don't have to hear Dota anymore.
No more Adam Jensen.
No more Adam Jensen, although now you sadly won't get any multi-kills.
That's
Godlike.
I'll put a stim on. How about that?
Are you actually going to do a stim?
Yeah, I'll do a stim round. You go real fucking fast.
Oh wow, you really do.
I want to change the exposure on the camera a little bit right now because it's pretty bright.
Oh yeah, the exposure's pretty hot at the moment. That's what happens when the sun starts to come up.
I'm gonna pee. Like I should have gone an hour ago.
Overrated.
Dude, this is when I'm moving down this hallway. I'm like, what can I do?
It's too slow. Why is it so slow?
Why can't I run fast? Or is it fast? God, oh yeah, that's a window. See?
I'll just adjust the f-stop a little. There we go, that's better. That doesn't quite look like you guys have a blowing up heaven behind you.
Idiot. Scrub.
All the grunts are scrubs. That's what they're there for.
Oh no, James is killing people.
Oh god. Those were 2 people.
Yeah.
Will a donation get Arthur into a Dota ability draft game with some viewers? What's an ability draft game?
You basically start out with a hero, and then you can draft their abilities.
It's like a pool of like 10. Is it 10 heroes?
Oh yeah.
And all their abilities are taken away, and you take turns picking abilities.
Ah, okay, that's
So
cool.
you either get a real shit. Wow, that was a grenade.
Somebody's asking if a donation will get you into a Dota ability draft game with
Probably
viewers.
I'll play
Probably
some.
not.
I can play some.
James would.
Maybe.
I will say, you're saying, Fame Owner, that $50 and up gets playtime. I don't want to guarantee that only because there's been a lot of $50 and up donations. But I will try.
What are we at right now?
And it's during
Like 2K.
specific times. In fact, we should declare a donation/troll hour. Let's see, it's almost 4. How about at 5?
That being said, later on we're gonna do some Battlegrounds matches on a friend's private server,
Monster.
so we can get everyone in on those.
Yeah, true.
Later on, we're gonna do some crossbow pistol only Battlegrounds matches.
What the fuck?
Those are all grounds.
That's
That is a real human, no?
How'd that go?
not a grunt.
Run jams. Call your robot friend.
Nah. Ground game is way more fun in this game.
Ground game is what?
The ground game is way more fun.
Oh! I'm impressed. That was kind of my problem with multiplayer in this game, is that the Titan stuff just wasn't as fun as it was in the last
Yeah.
game.
I've always liked the Titan combat.
Your Titan is ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
Ooh.
No, nobody control me right now because I think I'm gonna make food. Like make
Dinner?
Make food.
Oh, you're gonna make. What are you gonna make?
Red beans and rice.
Cool. Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't scrolled.
Donate for Jeff Grubb's special red zones. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have 100 slots for that private battleground match, so I'm pretty sure we can get most of you in.
Yeah.
We should be pretty close to 2K. I just donated 25.
Ugh.
Whoa.
I gotta pat us out.
Taxes, tax purposes.
Well, someone made a donation in to my Twitch stream, so I was like, all right.
We'll pay it forward.
Something I dislike about
Arthur uses a pressure cooker to make the red beans and rice. He adds an onion, pepper, and celery.
Garlic,
Ce-
celery.
Garlic, celery, onion, red beans. Throws all that shit in the pressure cooker.
I'm trying to remember if I was supposed to grab carrots.
Lets it get fucking melted down, basically. With a pressure cooker, it only takes 40 minutes to go from dry beans. It's fucking crazy.
Ran past that dude, apparently. Problem when you go fast. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Have you played around much with the different types of Titans and abilities?
I like pretty much like the Ronin.
Are you even
Yeah.
gonna use your Ronin?
Hey, yeah, I did earlier.
No, I know. He's just doing his own thing.
Yeah, let him do his own shit. He's just being a distraction.
Mm-hmm. Just hanging out.
You were trying to put this game on your shoulders and carry it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I do remember liking this map.
pretty good.
Fuck is this good?
SSG Dax, does Arthur wear an apron? Just an apron?
God.
Yes.
God, no.
He cooks naked, or mostly naked. That's why I can't give you a cooking cam.
A couple weeks ago when I was cooking this, I almost chopped my thumb off, so it's probably good that I'm dressed.
Arthur's pretty naked right now. It looks like a lot of soft cheeses.
That's hurtful.
Mine looks like a Jello mold.
Insulting you doesn't take the edge off insulting me.
I'm just fucking with you. Arthur's actually lost a shit ton of weight.
Oh yeah.
Like in the last year, 50 pounds?
No, it's since like 2015.
Yeah.
So it's been, I took it off and kept it off.
For some reason, I thought it was this year.
Nope. Started in summer 2015. Lost 60 pounds.
60 pounds, okay.
On purpose.
That's like 6 babies.
It was like 35% of my weight.
Nice. Aw. Do you ever rodeo your friendly titans just for the hell of it?
If it like they're going in a direction and I want to like clear an area with like a little bit of cover, a little bit, yeah. Otherwise, I don't. It's like you're just putting your like every time someone gets on there, like it's just a risk.
Right. It's like getting in a turret in Battlefield. You're basically making yourself a target.
Let me see. We could stream some Hitman Blood Money.
Good.
You could watch how I.
You can just download that.
You could watch how I play that game.
It's a totally different way from the way Arthur and I play it.
Yeah, badly.
I get it done. We could stream some of the original Prey.
Oh, I remember that game.
I don't think that's backwards compatible, is it?
I don't know. I'm just assuming at this
Probably
point.
not.
It is on PC.
True.
We could stream some Connected Ventures.
Anthony, is the onion stuff in the bag in the hallway?
I might have put, maybe, I put some of it in the bottommost drawer.
Those are peppers. That is garlic. I don't see a pepper. I see, or I don't see onion. I see peppers. Can you go check?
Why am I going to
Except
check?
for pepper bacon, that sounds pretty good.
And you're gonna eat the food I make, probably. It's gonna get real pleasant in here around 9 o'clock.
Are you gonna cook onions?
No, well, I mean, onions will go in, but I was referring to the fact that everyone will eat.
Oh, we will have all have eaten beans, yes.
I just eat one.
Beans magical.
Oh
And you have a window, one of your windows no longer opens either. We're gonna gradually suffocate ourselves with methane and carbon monoxide. It's alright, I was once a chaperone on my little brother's 6th grade camping trip. And
Parts are pretty funny to 6th graders.
yeah, and like when you're in a cabin with like a dozen or more 6th grade, yeah, they were all 6th grade boys. The farts never stop coming.
That's how I feel living with Anthony.
I thought that would come out.
That's what I feel.
Oh man, I love crab pizza. Yum yum yum. And yes, farts are always funny. That's how you know you've lived with somebody with a really long time, including like your wife or girlfriend or fiance, is when you're sitting on the couch next to each other and one of you lets one rip and you just high five. She's always like, "Nice one, babe."
They won.
My favorite is when the dog farts. And is like surprised by it.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
Like dogs in particular get surprised. Cats just like let it rip and don't give a shit. But dogs, they will surprise
I have seen
themselves.
a cat surprised by its own fart.
Really? I've never have.
It kind of jumps up.
I think for a brief second they're like, did I just poop?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't poop. I'm good.
I mean, Anthony has that problem.
Oh, hey, we hit 2K.
Nice.
So Booyach is posting an XCOM 2 code for us hitting 2K. Right on. Thanks, Booyach.
Maybe it's time to give away an Assassin's Creed Origins Xbox One code.
Oh, yeah. We should give away an Assassin's Creed Origins Xbox One code, says Arthur.
Everybody should get ready because I'm just going to hold it up to the camera.
In case you didn't hear that, Arthur said he's just going to hold it up to the camera.
So get ready to print screen.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Focus on it. Here it comes.
Yep. Alright, here it comes.
There you go.
Print screen, print screen, print screen.
There we go. There's
For
the
another
code.
10 seconds.
Oh, we got fucking.
Alright, that's it.
Alright, there you go.
You got fucking
luck.
snickerdoodles?
May fortune be in your favor, motherfuckers.
Back on the couch.
Now back to the kitchen. James, if nothing else, you can feel good about how you did that game. It's not like games like this aren't like Dota, where losing the match to me feels like shit. Because if I did okay,
Oh, I guess the window was too small for people to read it.
well,
Let's switch to the switch scenes real quick and we'll do it again.
it's scene 2. Scene 2 is the all camera scene.
Got it. Alright.
I'm sure someone redeemed it already. Hold on.
Probably. Do you want to come hold it up? It might have been too hard to read. It might have been too pixelated. Where'd you put the code, Arthur?
Right.
Okay, there it is. Okay, there you go. Just leave it right there. There it is. Hopefully that's a little easier to read.
I'm sure it is. Don't be a fuck
Alright,
up like
that's
me,
good.
kids. So, how are you feeling about the Call of Duty campaign so far?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Not amazing.
It pretty much looks.
I'm also not playing it in like an environment I normally play
Right.
those.
I thought it was fine, and I did play it.
Yeah.
It's like not bad, but I actually think that we missed a powerful moment, in my opinion. But it's pretty powerful when your guy's all stabbed up, and he's like, "Hey, like Daniels," and you're like, "What?" And you expect he's gonna be like, "Oh, you know, do the fight. Oh, you did me so proud," and he just says, "Help me," and you're like, "Oh, that's not." I expected a rousing sort of speech or something.
Ecom says, "Darn, should have print screened. Almost had it all typed out." And then 3 other people said, "Same, same." Yeah.
Didn't see the code at all again. Oh, jeez.
No, they saw it.
And people got it. It's fine.
I'm
No,
sure
they got
someone
it.
got it.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
I think we will continue to show codes instead of put them in chat.
Yeah.
But we
Show-
will
showing-
also put some codes in chat.
Yeah, we'll do both. I feel like showing codes gives more people an opportunity to maybe get it rather than cutting and pasting out of chat.
Right. These codes are courtesy of Microsoft, so
Yeah, the stream looks a lot clearer now. Yeah, the earlier stream was
compromised.
a technical compromise of using my laptop for everything.
I think they meant while I was playing Dota because the frame rate was fucking all over the place.
Okay. Yeah, Arthur was taking up some of his CPU's ability by playing Dota.
And you know that might be because I was running Dota at 4K.
That is almost certainly why Arthur was running Dota at 4K.
That'll do it.
Had he run it at 1080p like a fucking pleb, it would have been fine.
Even 1440, my dude.
I would, but there's no internal scaling on Dota, so it like fucks with the screen.
Hey, congrats, Tuckany. So somebody got the code.
Cool. I mean, I just
Right on.
People are fast.
Ooh. Alright, you got that close.
Oh, yeah. No, since you swapped cameras to show the Xbox code literally in the past minute, it's gotten clearer. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you want to change it back now.
I did.
Okay. I don't know what the problem was before.
Mike of the Dead, 24. Very appropriate name when you come across Mr. James Faulkner.
Hmm?
The guy that you killed, his name was Mike of the Dead, 24.
Oh, yeah.
James, are you on your account or mine?
Yours.
Man, everybody wants to get great at this game.
Yeah, he's making you look real good.
I have this only have this on PS4. Weirdly enough.
Looks real good on Xbox X.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Man, he's almost still got you.
Might have
Surprise.
had a shotgun or something. How do you feel about not having a grappling hook?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I swapped off the that class.
Oh, you swapped back?
Just again, it's severely limits your mobility.
Yeah. Bleeding migraine. That's a good name too. Oh my god, I love the mobility in this game. It's
I don't
so
know
great.
what does the flag by people's names mean in
Yeah,
Twitch? It's like a flag.
Is that people who are subs to you or something?
Subs, I think, are crowns or something. I've never seen this flag before.
It maybe the multi-month sub or something. I don't know.
Or maybe it means they followed her. I don't know.
What's up?
Just a little symbol in Twitch I've never seen before.
If you hover over it,
Hey, Easy Company, thanks for watching. It's our pleasure.
Matt, hover the mouse over one of those flags.
Oh, the
Flag message.
Oh, because you're
Oh,
a mod.
it's 'cause you're a mod.
because it's James.
Yeah.
That's
You
what I
can
didn't
actually flag
understand.
the
Ah,
message.
Yeah.
keys to the
So
kingdom.
should we just start flagging every message?
No.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Fuck this person.
No?
Fuck this person. Fuck this person.
Just ban everyone in the chat.
No,
Right.
Please don't.
Contact twitch.tv. Take your complaints.
Henry Mark 5 is giving away South Park Stick of Truth,
Wow.
PS4.
Henry Mark V's been giving away a bunch of codes.
In addition to donating money, right? You donated earlier, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just killed 4 people. In one
His
course
day
of-
job is
Yeah, he did.
he's a cheese pressing robot.
Press that cheese.
Henry owns a small wiener dog that murders bugs.
Good
What else
murder
are they
dog.
good for? Oh,
One
that guy
time,
was just standing
one time the dog unplugged his computer trying to murder a bug.
there.
Ooh, James.
This is what I call good murder.
It's pretty embarrassing when the grunts kill you.
You axe kicked that dude.
Good old axe kick.
It's weird for me playing this game and hearing that character's voice and having it not be Abby.
Yeah. Ugh.
That was weird.
Yeah.
You hit that thing and it like popped you up.
Yeah, I think it's suboptimal movement. Fuck is everyone?
Yeah. It's just grunts everywhere.
Oh, they all got the
Oh,
Titans.
they all got Titans, yeah.
I don't really give a shit.
Hey, well, you killed somebody.
My favorite console shooter is still Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Download it.
I have it on my hard drive. I put so much time in this stupid game. Of the 100-something hours, I'm not sure how much is me, how much is my fiance. That was the first game, though, I would come home and she would be playing before I got home, and I was like, what? It's happened. Dude, that guy is spazzing the fuck
I
out.
think it is old. Or it is whatever the fuck that shit was called.
Oh, is that like a teleport?
Nice.
Nice.
Get fucked.
I do think Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, though, is like the best asymmetrical shooter I've played outside of... I don't know.
Outside of anything?
Well, maybe outside of...
Overwatch?
Well, he means, well, asymmetrical though, right?
Yeah.
Where each side
Can
definitely...
be way different.
Okay.
I would say it's probably outside of Natural Selection 2. Natural Selection 2 was pretty excellent.
Spies versus...
Yeah, like Spies vs. Mercs, yeah.
I think it's better than Spies vs. Mercs.
It's just so good.
It's just way stickier.
And the art design is so good. It really is gonna make me real. It'll make me real sad if we never see another one of those, and I have a feeling we may not.
You are dominating, James.
Because
You're a dominator.
That Kotaku thing about the Star Wars game made it sound like it got canceled so that they could work on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Kill that dude 2 times.
That's a tough thing, right? Because I love Star Wars, so I'm like, well.
But the weird shit that they can do with the Plants vs. Zombies game is nowhere is like so much beyond like anything anybody can do with the Star Wars game.
It's true. It's too bad we don't have a copy of Mitch Dyer's Battlefront.
I mean, I do, but I don't have a copy that's
A functional copy of that game.
Nobody does.
Is that next week?
I think it's the after, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 17.
So it'll go on EA Access next Thursday or Friday.
The Booyah, one that my wife really enjoyed watching me play actually was Uncharted Lost Legacy. It actually has fairly few sections that are just like super long combat sequences.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of story and a lot of cinematic stuff. So she actually was really enjoying watching me play that one.
Yeah, my fiance always gets like, she likes those games too. 'Cause she likes to watch, but she always gets critical when I get a new game, and she's like, "Oh, I think you'll like the story." And she always says, "Is this another game where you're going to sneak around and crouch behind things and pull guys over an edge?" And I was like, "God damn it!" I do play a lot of games like that.
Yeah. Eleanor also really liked Horizon Zero Dawn, but you know, you spend so much time doing open world stuff that she would get bored and leave during that. But she always wanted to know what was going on in the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that in December.
It's really good.
I just don't know if it's the kind of game that I like. It seems very open worldy.
It is, but it's restrained in its open worldishness. Like most open world games that I've played in forever, I feel like there's just too much for me to do. I'm not going to complete it. Most of the stuff that if I wanted to be a completionist, wouldn't be any fun. And with Horizon, it felt like everything was doable. I felt like I could see an end to the game that I usually can't see in most open world games. Dr. Jones wants you to do some multiplayer Company of Heroes.
Well, I could. I can't promise I'd be any good anymore. I used to be real good.
Yeah, gambling, man, it is. It's like Lost Legacy is like the best of Uncharted without being too long. That's a good one-sentence elevator pitch.
That sounded like it went well, James.
It's in the process of going.
Spaz out, spaz out, spaz out.
Whoa.
Those executions are so good.
What's so good?
There's like execution moves for each of the Titans.
Yeah.
Those are all grunts. I'm
Yeah.
just literally looking for anyone to kill.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first. Whoops.
Yeah, our team is very, very
Yeah,
far
your
ahead.
team is super dominating.
Company of Heroes 2.
Hello.
Campaign is a good game. Multiplayer though.
What game?
Company Heroes 2. The multiplayer might have gotten good, but I was.
The campaign was fine.
The campaign was on the low end of good, but I thought the campaign of the first one was excellent,
Yeah.
and the British expansion was really fucking
It's
good.
hard. It was. The first game set a really high standard, and the second game just was not capable of doing it.
Kill me. There we go. No, I'll do it. Then we eject.
Yeah.
See, the problem with the multiplayer game that gets better over time, and that requires a high amount of like knowledge of metagame and skill, is it's really hard. It's really hard to jump back in because now you're going to be playing against a smaller pool of people that are playing, and they're all really good because they've stuck around with it.
And the barrier
Oh,
to
yeah.
entry just gets higher and higher.
So
I mean-
it's tough to do that.
I haven't though. Like I put like 3 weekends into this game. Like,
Oh no,
that's-
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
This is a little different because it's like it is skill based, but I don't feel like I'm talking about something like Company Heroes where there's like build orders and stuff.
Right.
Like people are saying that game got better over time, but now the people I would play against would be so fucking good. It would be really challenging.
And those are the only people playing.
Exactly. So it'd be especially challenging. I am surprised you were alive that long.
That was a good use of like flying over the dude with your grappling hook, man.
The
He couldn't
fuck?
keep up with you.
Yeah, I just feel like most people play this game very. I don't know if it's like if it has an MMR system, but if they are, no one's playing this the right way.
Ooh, play against each other, Dr. Jones? There was definitely a point in regular Company Heroes where it didn't matter what faction was picked, I was comfortable playing all of them. But that was when literally I was playing with Sean Elliott every night.
It's like it was PUBG of the time.
It was.
Bang Boss.
I was literally playing every night. Those guys. Getting into, what's that chat service called? You can pay for a server.
TeamSpeak,
No. But it's like TeamSpeak.
Xfire.
No. Ventrilla.
Oh, Ventrilo.
Vent.
Vent, yes.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember.
Getting you achievement.
James.
Won a multiplayer match. Apparently.
You hadn't won one up till this point?
I barely played this on multiplayer on retail because I reviewed it at an event. Where I did pretty well, and I did pretty well with Alfredo at the event, so that made me feel like it wasn't just a fluke.
Yeah.
But
Intercept escaping enemies.
Oh, they're all over there.
Let no one leave.
Yes, I also played Company Heroes with Rory Mannion and the twins, Matt and James as well, who all make an appearance in Prey 2.
Hey, Fardamoose. Sean says, I can hold my own in Company Heroes. I played it recently a few months ago, and what ruined it for me are the skinheads assholes that are playing it.
I was probably as good as Matt or James, but
Not this man.
I was never as good as Rory or Sean. But
Much different, Matt. I think I played through most of the campaign of it, and that's it.
I couldn't beat one of the campaign missions in Company Heroes. When the docks one is in 2.
where you're like holding out or something like that.
They had to move like up these like
Uh,
this docks, but I just for whatever reason couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
it was bad at games,
Yeah.
obviously.
yeah, Prey 2 has like a veritable who's who of people Sean knew. At some point, I think they requested names, and Sean just gave him a huge list.
I had heard from some people who worked on that game that there were more.
Probably.
That was scaled back.
Yeah, just like my character went from being a boy to a girl, so it became Annalise. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I had one person I worked with be like, "Is this supposed to be you?" I was like, "No." Don't know what you're talking about. Arthur's rice maker sings to him.
When it starts and when it finishes.
Fardamus, do you guys think they'll make a Titanfall 3? Who knows?
Not
Yeah.
for a long time.
If you saw that quote on Glixel with the owner of the studio, you know, Titanfall, the PR person for Titanfall was like, "We're not ready to discuss the future of Titanfall, but blah blah blah," and he's like, "Whatever the fuck that means." That's pretty much the right answer. Who
Yeah.
knows?
We know that PR person. It's not like that PR person is a dick. It's a good dude.
No, he was doing his job.
Because it's not an EA game. Oh, it's an EA game that's.
It's an EA Partners title.
Yeah.
Which is like, it was never supposed to be on EA Access. I don't know if it is now. I think it might be.
How do I mute people?
X.
What? No.
It says down there X to mute. Oh, you muted one, not two. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's look at that menu. Oh, if you're hitting that dumb.
It's not actually so. It's slightly
Yeah.
because there's a vegetarian in the house right now.
Yep, I ruin it for everybody.
God damn, Matt.
It used to be you and Anthony, so at least it was even, and now it's just.
I know,
Titan-
now it's just me.
Yeah, this team is doing a Star Wars game. They have 2 teams. Like 3 probably, because I think they're also doing a VR thing, so.
And they did a mobile game, right?
Yeah, how do you think the new COD will tastefully handle the 420 weed culture? I don't think it will tastefully handle it. I think it will just do it.
Which one, sorry?
The new Call of Duty will.
Oh.
I think they'll just let it happen.
Yeah.
Multiplayer, they allow a lot of dumb shit because it's multiplayer.
So they'll have, like, straight up.
Optics and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll get your realism mode, or your realism for the campaign, and then you will get everything
I feel
else.
like Battlefield 1 did a decent job.
Yeah, except one thing I hate in Battlefield 1 is they've always allowed you to design your own logos. And I can't tell you how many of them are just dicks, or cartoon boobies,
Yeah.
or swastikas.
Wow, that was some good kicking.
User creation tools are not always a good idea when you're not going to have the bandwidth to
Yeah.
Moderate.
them, yeah.
Yeah, like with which Forza was it, where you could paint your car like any way you pretty much wanted to. There was a whole lot of moderation that had to go behind that, like all the time.
Still is. I mean, all that stuff is still in there, and they front face a ton of it.
Like it's in Forza 7. I didn't know that all the painting stuff was in there
All the
still.
livery stuff is in there, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
You killed him with the impact, right? And then just blew up.
Oh god.
Oh,
Not laughing anymore.
Oh.
they ran right into you. Whoa.
That guy was like, someone set off my trap.
Mm-hmm.
You a robot?
I think so.
You a girl?
Maybe. What the fuck is this, dude?
They even let you import your old livery. Says J-Bug.
Speaking of livery, I should show you guys that Bomber Crew game.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious. I should name a Bomber Crew after us and see if we even survive one mission.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty sad when you lose people. Their bodies just tumble around the plane.
Sad or hilarious?
It's pretty hilarious. But like if you do like a dive to put the fire out on an engine, you'll just see their body go.
Whoa,
What?
that was weird.
Physax.
Yeah. That little controller thing totally looks like a Samsung phone or something.
You slide, dude.
Yeah,
He was just trying to
good knee
rock
slide.
out.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Level 6. is it your grenade an anti-Titan grenade or something?
Yeah.
No, I just have the.
I thought you had the shock grenade.
I do. Yes.
Doesn't that do like a slight?
It just like disorients.
Yeah.
Titans. Like it puts some like staticky shit on there. Fuck. Oh, I don't want to go this way. That works. The cool thing about this game is like even if you're like not really meaning to do something, you can usually turn it into something else.
Right.
Something deep will happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's a running. But that was a human.
Yeah. In Titanfall 1, I used to like try to just like a racetrack. You know, I try to figure out where all the lines were.
I didn't play enough Titanfall 2, but I was really good at Titanfall 1. I used to spend hours and hours and hours playing it every night. It's like the first shooter I did that with in a long time.
I played a bunch of it, but not anything like that.
Well, there was a while where a friend of mine, after his girlfriend dumped him, he moved in with me for a bit while he looked for a place.
This is in Seattle.
Yeah, and then he ended up finding an apartment, but the apartment he found was literally directly above me. And so then since he lived direct, and we worked together.
Yeah.
So we would come home at night and he'd be like, "What are you up to?" And I was like, it was just like Kramer. I was like,
Right.
"Do you want to just come down?" All
Right.
right. And we just couch co-op things.
Wow.
Like
Nice.
when I was doing a design, interviewing for design position with 343, we played through every Halo game together over the weekend.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, you should.
Oh god, fucking grind.
Yeah. You got stuck on a grunt. It's like a moving boulder.
So the thing that a lot of people don't realize about a lot of shooters is that during cutscenes, oh god, during a lot of like those loading things, they allow you to buffer inputs, so you can like, what?
Yeah, that was some shit.
You can like input your run even before it starts.
Huh.
Even before like you're in your person, so you just
Yeah.
instantly start running.
Nice. Whoa. Oh, I thought you were dead, but you were still alive, and then you were dead.
Yeah, see, like I was just instantly. Oh god.
Yeah. Aw.
Not all games allow you to do it, but and some of them have like small animations like that you have to go through, but you can cancel most of those. Also, like most reload animations, the animation is longer than the actual reload.
Huh.
So if you can like run cancel out of a
reload?
Yeah.
This is
wow.
Battlegrounds.
And that's Battlegrounds.
Battlegrounds does not allow you to do any animation canceling. The bullets can enter the gun can be closed, but you interrupted it and now it has no bullets. Yeah, animation canceling is a thing that I've had a lot of conversations about in games that I've worked on.
This is Titanfall 2. Fresh Quiblets.
On Xbox One X.
Yep, on Xbox One X, so it actually looks even better. Unfortunately, you kind of can't tell looking at a stream, but it is very, very pretty. We're only playing it. You kind of can, but
Because it never drops below 1080.
right. And the frame rate is super consistent, but you know, like with the streaming compression, you kind of can't tell how pretty it is.
What are you looking at? I don't know what happened there.
It looks like you hung out by a bomb too long.
Yeah.
And you done got popped. If at some point we were to use my Xbox or my laptop to stream, would we be able to have a cable that would go to it? Alright.
This is the map from the original Titanfall, right?
No, that's the one. That's the.
Really? Are you sure?
Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the one like the city one?
No, this is a campaign map from the first one. Well,
Oh,
they're all
maybe.
maps, but
I don't know.
it was like the second or third.
I never played the campaign in.
Like sleepies in your room.
Can I take a nap?
Yeah. So you got like 2 hours to sleep last night. What the shit?
Somebody's fight got fucked up.
Ooh, hello, that's all Titans.
That setup's nice. I should have done this.
I will say for branding. Maybe never include XX123 on here. Play team? Oh, one dude got 25 kills. Okay.
Man, I'm good at Titanfall.
Warp inside.
Drop your Titan.
Later, dudes. Want to see here? There we go. Lie down.
You want to lay down?
Just resting for a second. It doesn't tell you how many times you died anymore, does it? Not until like the final scoreboard or whatever.
I think some matches it does.
James doesn't get to rest. James rests when he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's young, he doesn't need sleep.
And he dies when we let him die. In not a second.
This is Kevin.
That's a good cat. It's a good cat, y'all.
That's also Kevin. It's also Kevin.
Good Kevin.
Kevin's a good butto. Maybe I should download Pub and you can teach me how to play.
Yeah.
We could.
And people could donate to help me pop my Pub cherry. Not my chicken dinner cherry, because I think that's probably a ways off, but
Yeah, well, you guys want to see Arthur play some Battlegrounds?
for the first time ever.
This thing sucks a lot of air.
Fucking up all my loadouts. For a game I never play.
That's fucked up your control scheme.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty fast at changing my controller settings after God knows how many preview interview events. And being the Southpaw invert freak.
Don't worry, you're working for the good guys.
Uh-huh. How do I know that?
Well, I told you are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, pilot, let's get this job done.
I didn't know that. Didn't know there was phone
Is
number.
Arthur a cop?
Is Arthur a cop?
Henry Mark IV was asking if you're a cop. He doesn't like cops.
Yeah, I don't know if you're a cop. What's up, fam?
Nice double kill.
What's
You're a
up?
triple threat, pilot.
Please come through this window.
Next, who is Nick,
Yeah.
donated $100,
Still nowhere near that fucking literature.
and he says play Doki Doki Literature Club.
He's $125 of the way to his $1,000 requirement to play that game.
And then Anthony, me, donated and said, "See, I did this for subs and bits." Anonymous donated $52. Boys, I've been listening since Nick Sutner was on the pod. Can't even remember when that was. 2009. Hope to bring you guys up to an even $2,000 and early into the stream. From Doug. Alex G donated $15 and says, "Thank you for doing this for kids and giving me something fun to have on the background while I grind Kefka's Tower in Final Fantasy VI."
If we weren't streaming, I'm sure I would be streaming somebody's extra live stream and grinding out like Assassin's Creed or something.
Marshall donated $15, says keep up the great work, and S Tall donated something, but it's not showing up yet. We are currently at 2,070.
Bunk.
He's donated $15.
Ah,
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. 6 hours, 40% of the way there.
Oh, he slows down towards the end of the night.
But then it speeds the fuck up in the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
thanks for hanging out, Marty. McNuggets. You don't have to stick around all day, obviously. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Have your a merry afterlife. Yay. Hello. Oh, hello.
What is happening?
Black hole. I punched 2 people, and then someone had thrown a black hole grenade. Yeah.
Standing by. Call it when ready.
Ugh.
Titan is ready, pilot. Standing by for your call.
My Titan's just waiting by the phone.
Drop that fucker on top of somebody. Like him.
Map hack detected.
Transferring controls to manual operation. Titan down. Unfortunate loss. Warning. Enemy pilot attacking.
That was just a gun, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It will say like their name if they're. Hello. See you.
Multiple enemy pilots attacking.
Just gonna peace out.
Friendly pilot is attached to hull. Critical damage. Operating useful to deter threats.
You suck.
Doom doom. Ugh.
Run, James. Yeah, it does look nice, comparatively.
Queso Bros. Any amount. It's fine. $1, whatever. I'm gonna download some opposing fronts.
Ooh.
That seems bad.
Sometimes you get one shot. Get out of here, grunt. Any help?
Fighting pilot, your Titan's almost ready. Your Titan is standing by. Call it when ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
Did you not mean to get in that fight?
No, I did. I was just stretching out my hand.
Multiple enemy pilots attacking.
Oh, where? Let's do this. B. No. A. No. That's right about left upper.
I don't know.
What?
Someone was just asking why they said the game audio sounded bad. I was like, I don't know why it would.
Not ahead by much. Let's pick up the pace.
Maybe it's quiet?
Ugh.
Sorry.
Powering off.
Why am I stuck? Oh.
Powering on. Mic off.
So the game audio is at a good level, it just didn't sound.
Maybe an encoding error?
Yeah, it might have just been a weird bug, moment of lag.
That does remind me though that I need to clear some of this video out of the video folder before I fill my fucking hard drive again.
You recording?
it automatically creates copy.
You might turn that off. Oh, Lord, there's so many. Please, get him. Stay there, stay there.
What?
The soul is yours, pilot.
The soul?
Attacking your target. Friendly Titan attacking your target. Pilot has checked in. Enemy Titan down. Critical damage sustained.
Hey, I'm still speaking and doing things. Speaking and doing things. Doing things and speaking.
Hostile pilot KIA.
Queso Bros, $10 of course helps.
Major hull damage. Enemy pilot attacking.
Oh god, fuck off.
I see. Sure.
Yeah.
Hub on Matt's computer, but it seems likely
There is.
3 of us could play.
I'm done playing for a little bit. I'll read chat. Yep. All these gold guns.
These are so good.
These are all paid guns.
Do me a favor and don't charge my credit card, please.
The feedback I was getting is that it sounds like the game audio is coming from the ambient mic pickup rather than.
Probably is. It's pretty loud.
No, and not coming at all from direct.
Oh. That's bizarre.
Okay, are we gonna do you're gonna play in your stream?
Yeah. Tell me that Mike we're gonna stop the stream for about a minute while we get set up.
Did you hear that, humans?
I don't
We're gonna stop the stream for about a minute while we get it set up so Arthur and I can do some Battlegrounds duos.
I was actually thinking about ordering homeroom.
I was also thinking about that, but there's so much food being prepared.
Yeah.
You mean mac and red beans and rice?
If you want to order
Are-
food,
are-
I'm not going to say that.
Are we in my heart?
I mean,
Did you stop it? Hold on one second.